Hello everyone, good day. It's not nice, rainy Seattle weather. Amazon. Flash briefing.
Jamie, here's your flash briefing. In NPR News. Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. Stocks opened higher this morning as Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen pledged support for the U.S. banking system and protection for people's savings. NPR's Scott Horsley reports the Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped about 310 points in early trading.
Yellen says emergency measures taken by the FDIC and the Federal Reserve last week are working to shore up the banking system. She says withdrawals from other banks have stabilized. The government stepped in to protect all deposits at two big regional banks that failed recently, including deposits above the normal insurance limit of $250,000. Yellen says deposits at smaller banks could get similar protection if necessary to stop a more widespread run on banks. The Federal Reserve will have to weigh the recent stress on the banking system against the continued threat posed by inflation, as Fed officials decide this week whether to raise interest rates again.
Oh, they will.
The central bank wraps up a two-day policy meeting tomorrow.
They won't ever quit raising the interest rate. They're a bunch of
A New York
punks.
City grand jury is apparently continuing its investigation into former President Donald Trump.
Corruption is so
Manhattan
thick
District
that they pass
Attorney
it on to
Alvin
the
Bragg
ancestors.
is examining whether Trump broke state laws by paying hush money to two women who claimed they had affairs with him. Trump has denied the affairs and any wrongdoing. NPR's Deirdre Walsh says House Republicans have condemned Alvin Bragg's investigation.
Three committee chair, House Judiciary
It's
Chairman
hard for a
Jim
kid that
Jordan,
grows
House
up in a
Oversight
corrupt
Chairman
family
Jim Comer,
to break
House
off
Administration Committee Brian Stiles
for
sent a
truth
joint
and
letter
freedom and
yesterday
justice and what's right
demanding
and
Bragg
correct.
to turn over documents, appear in person
Be
before their
truthful,
panels.
honest,
Jordan
kind-hearted
told
human
reporters
being.
yesterday they all want details about Bragg's probe.
NPR's Deirdre Walsh reporting. Bruce Springsteen and Vera Wang are among the artists,
Concerning these already
actors, and
affected the
others
sun.
who are being honored today by
Let's look to
President
the next
Biden.
generation.
As NPR's Jimena Bustillo reports, the National Arts Medal and the National Humanities Medal are being given out by the President to individuals or groups who have left a mark on American art, humanities, and culture.
This will be the first time that the Biden administration will host the ceremony. Last year, the president gave one National Humanities Medal to Elton John. This year, nearly 24 will be recognized. Actor Mindy Kaling, Springsteen, and Wang are among the 12 recipients. Two groups, the
Elton
Billie
John,
Holiday
who got
Theater
injured
and
by the
International
jab, and
Association
could barely
of
play
Blacks in
music, by the
Dance,
way.
will also be awarded. For the National Humanities
That
Award,
must be why he's giving
authors
it out
Amy
to a lot
Tan
of
and
people
Ann
next
Patchett
time.
are among the 11 being honored, along with the Native American Calling, an interactive show on the radio and online that aims to educate the public about indigenous issues. Jimena Bustillo, NPR News, the White House.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up about 300 points, or almost 1%. The Nasdaq is up nearly 140 points. That is more than 1%. You're listening to NPR.
Who knew?
Chinese
140 is more than
President Xi
one.
Jinping is finishing a second day of talks in Moscow with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Chinese officials say that Russia is open to peace talks with Ukraine over the war in that country. Ukraine and Western nations have rejected this idea. They say peace talks at this juncture
well,
will allow
they need to
Russia
get
to
the hell
hold
over it and shut
territory in
NATO
Ukraine
down.
that was seized illegally.
Peace.
Japan's Prime
Universal
Minister,
peace
meanwhile,
is the way to go.
Fumio Kishida, is visiting Ukraine, where he's expected to meet with the country's president, Volodymyr Zelensky. As
Small
NPR's
town
Anthony King
communities,
reports,
everybody in
Kishida
peace,
is the
coming
first
together at
Japanese
times
prime
of
minister
need,
to visit a
when,
country
in other
at
words,
war
some
since World
warmonger
War
comes
II.
along.
Prime Minister
Then
Kishida
we band
changed his
together
homeward
and
itinerary
protect
after a
peace.
visit to India.
Until then,
Broadcaster
we
NHK
just live in
aired footage
peace.
of Kishida boarding a train for Ukraine in
Under
Poland.
one universal law.
Kishida has wanted to show
Do not
leadership on the
harm
Ukraine issue.
or take
Japan holds
advantage
the presidency
of
of the
others.
G7 group
That's
of
it.
nations. It's hosting
That's
the
it.
G7
Live
summit
your
in
lives.
May. Zelensky has invited Kishida to visit, and Kishida
As
is the
long
only
as you do not
G7
harm
leader who
or
hasn't
take
done
advantage
so.
of others,
But
you're
news that
legal.
Kishida was considering the
You're
trip
within
was
the law.
leaked to the
That's
press,
it, man.
leading to concerns about his
Nothing
safety.
more.
Japan has balked at supplying arms to Ukraine, but Kishida is expected to offer support for its post-war reconstruction. Anthony Kuhn, NPR News, Seoul.
Schools are closed today in Los Angeles. A support union of custodians, bus drivers, and others
Simple,
has
easy
declared
to
a
remember.
3-day strike. Unionized teachers say they are going to observe the strike and won't cross picket lines. Hundreds of thousands of LA students are out of class. I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News in Washington.
This message comes from NPR sponsor KeyBank. Greener practices today can lead to a growing business tomorrow. KeyBank experts know how to help your business implement sustainable practices and continue to grow. This and more at key.com/sustainability. Listen to this podcast sponsor-free on Amazon Music with a Prime membership.
Oh my
or any
gosh,
podcast
Amazon.
app by
Skip.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Oh,
subscribing to
about to.
NPR News
Amazon.
Now Plus
Skip.
at plus.npr.org.
Skip.
In NASA news,
Jesus.
NASA has announced the recipients of its annual established program to stimulate competitive research, EPSCoR, grants, providing a total of more than $10.8 million across 15 institutions over 3 years to support scientific and technical research. New technology is a key to helping NASA advance its long-term exploration goals for the benefit of all. To support its effort, the agency announced Thursday it will create 2 new institutes to develop technology in critical areas for engineering and climate research. NASA has issued $50 million in awards to 14 organizations to develop manufacturing processes and advanced composite materials for aircraft structures. These green technologies hold the potential to help reduce aviation carbon emissions. NASA is awarding more than $3.8 million to 21 museums, science centers, and other informal education institutions for projects designed to bring the excitement of space science to communities across the nation and broaden student participation in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. NASA has another
That's the
cargo
fun
shipment en
exhibit.
route to the International
Math exhibit.
Space
I
Station
don't know
following the
about that.
successful Falcon 9 launch of SpaceX's 27th resupply mission for the agency. In weather. Right now in Seattle, it's 46 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has partly sunny weather, with a high of 55 degrees and a low of 39
Partly sunny.
degrees.
Take it.
From NASA,
All right, Amazon.
NASA has announced the
Amazon.
recipients of its annual
Off. Amazon. Tell us a joke.
Why don't zombies like pirates?
Zombies
They're
don't
too
like pirates?
salty.
They're too salty?
Ugh, well. Yeah. Happens. Peace, love, prosperity. Prosperity. Prosper. There you go.